What's up, everybody? Dave Wright here and Janitha Wright, and we're here again for another episode of Wedded Wednesdays. We back, y'all, and we got a good one lined up for you, and we're going to be talking today about stimulus checks. And I'm sure with everything that's going on in the world, we've all seen these stimulus checks that were going out. And do you know that some relationships, some marriages have ended because of stimulus checks? What you got to say about that?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And some people just don't let this money stuff get to your head. You know what the government did, they gave out some stimulus checks. This is the second time they've done it. This time I think they gave $1,400 or something. And sadly, in another state somewhere, Indianapolis somewhere, a man killed his ex-wife or baby mother over a stimulus check because she wouldn't share the check with him. So he decided.
Actually, she didn't die. The mom and the brother and the cousin died.
Well, he shot her.
Yeah,
he shot her, but she
survived.
survived.
Yeah.
But he killed one of her kids and killed some of her family members over a stimulus check. And I know there are some relationships that have ended because people didn't know how to deal with these stimulus checks. And my personal thing is, whatever comes into the household, whether it comes to the husband or it comes to the wife, it should go into one pot. It should go into whatever the household needs are. So when these stimulus checks came, a lot of folks was hiding their stimulus check. Didn't want nobody to know they had these stimulus checks. Sneaking and buying all the crab legs in town and having all these seafood boils and all of this stuff. And they didn't do right by their stimulus check. I believe, and my wife may feel a different way, but I believe that it all should come into the house and do what the household needs, not just what that one person needs.
Right. So who wouldn't, if you're married, who wouldn't bring it in the household?
Well, hey, ask that lady that got shot.
Well, I don't know the ins and outs about that entire situation. I think that goes a little further. That just couldn't be just about a stimulus check. Couldn't be. I'm finding it hard.
Well, it was about the stimulus check, and the main thing is just finances in general. When you're dealing with finances in a marriage, it should be all together. It shouldn't be this is mine, that's hers, and no hours in the middle of that. There should be all together, because when you get married, you become one. So what's mine is hers, and what's hers is mine. What's mine is ours. What's hers is ours.
So would you say you have to be careful how you start out and how you
Absolutely. From the offset, you have to put that standard in the forefront of your marriage. It's no longer this is hers, that's mine, and because when you do it like that, when things come about like a stimulus check, you gonna wonder how in the heck did we get here where we're getting divorced because I didn't give you part of my stimulus check. How did we get here because I didn't give you part of my tax return? Ain't no my stimulus check in a marriage.
Well, what about those that set these agreements? They set agreements in the courting stages of their relationships, and they go into marriage going in, facing it head on, saying that, look, we're splitting whatever it is, we're splitting it straight down the middle. So they already set these agreements before entering into marriage, and then once they get into the marriage, and it's always one. Somebody gonna say, you know what, this ain't working no more. I'm gonna put the onus on you to be the provider, because I know what I said in the beginning, but now I've gained some knowledge, and I feel like you need to provide and you need to take care of the household as a man, and what's coming in for me, let me have that, and you take care of everything else.
There's no me in that,
But it exists. It is existing in many households.
I'm just old school. I believe the man should be the provider. I believe whatever comes in the house belongs to the house. That's just how I was brought up.
That's just how you were brought up, and those are your beliefs. But what about the woman, or what about the man that don't have that may not have the same beliefs as you have? And a lot of relationships and marriages are falling to the wayside because they set these agreements in the relationship and in the marriage, in the relationship in the beginning, and then when they get married, something ends up going left, and now they're arguing and they're having many differences and different things like that. So my thing is, what works for you, those are your beliefs, but for the wife or for another relationship or marriage that may be dealing with this, marriages are being torn apart because of finances.
Absolutely,
like
that's why we're doing this. However it starts off, that's why you got people saying, well, this is my tax return. And you are a wife, and you're saying, I'm going to do what I want with my tax return, with my stimulus.
And we going to do what we going to do with your tax return.
No. Because some men ain't going for that. Some men going to say, this is my tax return, and this is my stimulus. I'm going to do what I want. You got yours, I got mine, and that's not how it's supposed to be.
So we're not joint filing these days.
You're supposed to joint file. If you marry, it's against the law to file single. It is against the law.
But how many you think doing it?
I don't know how many. I ain't getting in nobody's business. I don't know who's selling their kids, who born. I tell you what my father did one time when he filed taxes.
Why are you telling?
Because he ain't here. They can't get him now.
Wow.
Late Reverend Timothy Wright, God bless him. He gave our dog a social security number and put it on the paper. Duke Wright. And he gave him a social security number and said he had 6 kids instead of 5, so they can get some little extra.
Well, since you shared the story publicly, now they know.
Y'all can go get Reverend Timothy Wright.
I hope
He's
y'all.
out there in Greenfield Cemetery.
I hope they don't come after you.
He coming after me. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
You want to talk so much.
Well, I could talk about it. I was a kid. I'm not responsible for what they did.
Well, somebody gonna hear this
Lucy,
and send it to IRS.
IRS, I love y'all. Y'all never did nothing wrong to me. And I'm sending you a Christmas card, birthday cards, everything IRS. I love the IRS. And God bless you all, the government. But back to that, if you start it the right way, you won't have no arguments, because this is a little stimulus check. That's $1,400. What's going to happen when God blesses you with mega? Like, you start getting $100,000 checks, $1 million checks out of nowhere, and God just starts blessing. If you're not faithful over a few things, and you can't show yourself as a couple with $1,400 in your marriage, how are you going to handle the millions?
And sometimes I believe that's why we can't build financially, because we have so many, all of these different levels of craziness going on when it comes to finances, and there's so much discord, and there's no unity when it comes to marriages, and the man and the woman coming together and discussing, get to the table, go in the office. Sometimes we got to come outside of the bedroom and stop talking in the bedroom and come in the office. Let's discuss finances. Let's discuss what we want to do, because I hear, you're telling me, look, you want to go on vacation, you want to do all these different things, but we have not sat down to communicate and put some type of structure in place so that we are able and capable of, enough doing these things. So we're splurging, and how are we vacating, and we got bills due. So you got many going on vacation, and they're leaving the bills pending on the table. When they come back, they've had their fun. When they come back,
Them bills are still
now guess what? They're fussing, they're fighting. There's so much chaos and havoc in the home now. You guys, you're going out and had so much fun. Now you're coming back, and now you're arguing with each other because of the bills.
Right.
The bills can't be met. So I think that we need to definitely, go back to the drawing board. Go back to the drawing board and have these conversations about finances and coming together and not just this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. Because I don't think that marriage was designed to be that way.
No.
To where it's just what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. That's crazy. How can you build a financial stable foundation?
Mm-hmm.
How can you build a foundation when you're both you're at tug of war with one another?
The Bible says it clearly: a house divided
it will not
stand.
Will not stand.
So bring it all in.
And finances
together.
Divided
Will not stand.
No, we'll leave you.
Bring it all in. If you regarding that whole stimulus, and we went through a whole season. Everybody saying, "Oh, that's stimulus." Regarding that, if you're married, that's not your stimulus. That's our stimulus. All right. So I'm hoping we were able to help somebody tonight, help somebody today rather, and going forward, even when your finances come through and you're married, listen, it ain't just for you. It's for your family. All right. Take the selfishness out of your marriage
And build.
and I'm telling you, you'll see how much God wants to really do for you.
That's right.
All right. Thank you for joining us for Wedded Wednesdays. You can catch us on YouTube.
Yes, at Wedded Wednesdays. You can also catch us on Facebook at Wedded Wednesdays, as well as on Instagram at Wedded Wednesdays.
All right. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. Much love.